Alright, so unless you guys are watching these videos in the order that I filmed them, I just want to say again, I noticed that in the ballistic pogo ball, I was missing the antenna, so I gotta keep my eyes out for that. And then I'm also missing the antenna for this, which is the 1993 Invader, which is basically just a remold, kind of repaint of the ballistic. And so yeah, missing the antenna for this one and missing the antenna for the other one. I believe this antenna is just silver though, and the same as the missiles. And then this one's antenna is the same color as these legs here, this copper color. So now we're going to put the camera down and see what we can say about the Invader. Says easily lost pieces again are the antenna and the missiles, but thankfully I have the missiles. For a while they were confusing me though with this missile launcher here because I thought it was part of the hammerhead because it also has green missiles. But just in case you are somebody that's putting their collection together, if you do see this and they're more of a neon kind of see-through, but not really. This launcher goes to the Invader. So then we'll go and see if we can actually see anything on the front of the box. So it just says Star Brigade, the Invader, spring-fired launcher shoots. So I guess we'll show that. It is actually kind of nice that even though it's got the slits right there for the pegs, that you're able to fire it. So there's this little lever right here, and you fire it. So pretty cool. So just like with a ballistic, you have the same legs, so they're going to have the same problem in my opinion. They don't go into the body very much. So after a while it seems like they get loose. And then the same thing here, because these are kind of like pearls, there's not very much holding them together. If you don't just keep this on a shelf or whatever, then eventually it's going to snap. But thankfully this one's doing a little bit better than the ballistic, because thankfully this one's still together. And I believe this one's still together, but there is a stress mark happening right there. So so then we'll go and see if we can find the back of the box. So all, the inside, the missile launcher, the missiles, they're all made out of this green here. As far as I can tell, there's no other variation of this in that even though these share the same mold, because they're not exactly the same and they're not named the same thing, they're not seen as variations. So yeah, so the cosmic communications antenna is missing on mine. I like how I believe they changed, because this is supposed to be a different vehicle, they changed a lot of the names of the stuff on this. These are different, the names of certain things. The antenna on here is a cosmic communications antenna, and this one would be just a regular antenna. It has a command canopy just like the ballistic, same closure, and then positionable laser, what do they call it? Looks like it just says, oh yeah, okay, so positionable laser fire machine gun. So unlike the other one that I believe is just a machine gun, this has been upgraded to being a laser machine gun. Then I can't remember if they talk about what the hoses are on this one, But with this one, they're called, all these things right here are called liquid-cooled propulsion tubing. Then it says 4 air-to-ground missiles. So that's what it says. I hate this. I guess I'm missing a missile, because I guess they gave you not only 1, 2, 3 to go on the peg, you should also have one that goes in the gun. So I'm missing a missile and an antenna for this one. Then it says spring-fired launcher, which we already showed. Intergalactic body armor plating. Yeah, they didn't say much about that in the Pogo box. And then it says 3 lunar landing legs with shock differential design. So unlike before, where this would be the Pogo ballistic would use these to bounce up and down, it sounds like this one is more for like when it lands, it helps cushion the landing, and then also when it takes off, it helps, the jets. And thankfully, I have both of my jets underneath here, unlike the ballistic that's missing one. So that's what these are now. They're not seen as really springs or anything. They're just seen as something that helps the landing and the takeoff of the vehicle. So then it says it's Cobra's interplanetary attack pod that's hopping mad. So I guess they're still hopping mad. The Invader attacks by plummeting from the upper atmosphere and pouncing on unsuspecting victims dwelling on planet surfaces. This ballistic battle ball features lunar landing legs, an opening command canopy, and a spring-fired missile launcher. So yeah, again, instead of bounce, 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 this would be take off, float in the air, see something you want, and then come down and slam down and smush or crush, whatever. So that's kind of cool. I think they did pretty good with, even though it's a remold, they did quite a good difference, between not making it just basically a space version of the ballistic ball. Thought it was kind of interesting, though. They show the I can't think of, it looks like a Toxo Viper that's been repainted, so I'm not sure who the pilot is exactly on the box, but I seem to think that this would be how it was flown. I don't know why I thought that, but I guess even in space it's seen as flying like this. So hopefully won't need a second video for this one because it's pretty much the same. You got the pegs right there where the missiles hang on. All this is one color, unlike the other one, the Pogo, that had 2 different textures or paints where the seat was actually kind of shiny. This one still has the texture, but it's all one color or type of plastic. Anyway, so there's the inside. And then, I think that's one reason, not only because he was Cobra Commander that I got it, but it figures if you're going to have the 1987 Cobra Commander inside of his ballistic Pogo ball, then you would also want to have this Cobra Commander, if I can get his gun out. Okay, I'm gonna run out of time here, but so actually I guess he can't really sit with his helmet anyway, so but with some work you can get it where he fits in there. So there he is. Alright, so there's a video for the 1993 or 1994 Star Brigade Invader, and I will see you all there. Alright, bye.